Welcome back to Tipping Point. I'm your host, Kara McKinney. On Monday night, I was filming on the East Coast outside D.C. with Tim Pool for his podcast, Timcast IRL. The first main topic we discussed was the collapse of Haiti and how warlords like the one who goes by the nickname Barbecue appear to engage in cannibalism to scare their opponents. Tim was even very careful to stress the fact that they aren't eating people because they're hungry, as part of some widespread desperation, but because taking a nibble here or there is a performative way for a gang leader to assert their power over others. And yet, NBC News is now writing a whole hit piece about that episode and about other prominent figures on the right like billionaire Elon Musk and commentator Ian Miles Cheong for likewise raising awareness about what kind of threat Biden is importing directly into the heart of our nation. It's strange because they unleashed their selective outrage at Tim and the rest of us for saying exactly what they admit in their article, which is that some gang members are indeed roasting their enemies in giant open-air fire pits, and then ripping chunks of flesh off the charred corpses and stuffing it into their mouths in front of the cameras as a tactic to induce terror. One of these armed groups even went by the name Cannibal Army. But pointing out this fact that Haiti is being run by people who at least performatively eat other humans to consolidate absolute power, or who at least want you to think that they do, which is almost just as bad, is somehow racist according to this article because not all Haitians engage in the behavior. We all know what NBC actually means by this article. Shut up and accept Biden giving you a bunch of cannibals as new neighbors. And then according to some conning types like Ben Shapiro, you should work until you're 80 to keep paying for all these newcomers, as the media are now terming illegal immigrants. Well, he didn't exactly say that, but he did say in regards to Social Security and Medicare that no one should be retiring at age 65 unless they have a health problem. We all know those government programs have been run as a Ponzi scheme, but that doesn't negate the fact that workers have paid into those systems for decades, through lots of money being withheld from their paychecks. We all know why the government is broke, and it's not because of hardworking Americans who want to finally relax after decades of working themselves to the bone and to receive just a fraction back of what they've been paying into the system all this time. It's because of the border invasion. It's because of all the wars Ben supports, and it's because of the COVID lockdown that Ben pushed so hard for in those crucial first few weeks of slowing the spread. The Republican message cannot be, we will work you to literal death past the age of 65 to 80 and who knows how much longer beyond that. While the Democrat message is simultaneously, we will tax all the money you earn to give away your inheritance to illegals who hate your guts. I mean, aside from the Haitian situation, look at what the popular social media account And Wokeness is warning about in Ohio, about another dangerous group we're just importing wholesale, Somalis. The post reads, quote, there is now a street in Columbus, Ohio, named Mohammed Abdullah Hassan Lane. Abdullah Hassan was a Somalian leader who waged jihad against Italy and Great Britain in 1899, resulting in 200,000 dead. Hassan also became an icon for al-Shabaab. Ohio Representative Ismail Mohammed, a Democrat, is behind it, end quote. Just like Congresswoman Ilhan Omar proved earlier this year with that speech, these groups we're allowing to invade are the most nationalistic, blood and soil types you'll ever find. But they only want that for their home countries, not for foundational Americans to have that same patriotic pride and protectionism even for our own country. So this user makes a valid point, and yeah, it's an anonymous account, so ignore the username when it pops on screen. But it reads, quote, your enemies are living in your country and renaming it after people who murdered your ancestors. Well, you give away all your jobs and money to them. And they didn't do anything to accomplish this. The government took it from you and gave it to them, end quote. Joining us now to discuss all this and more, which he writes about in this recent article titled Becoming Haiti, How Biden is Transforming America into a Gang-Infested Wasteland, is Nate Hochman, a writer for the American Spectator and a senior advisor at America 2100. Nate, thanks for being here tonight.
Hey, Kara, thanks so much for having me.
Great, so talk to us about your piece on the Spectator and how we're following the path of Haiti under Biden.
Well, the basic point is that when you import a large amount of people from a foreign country into your country ends up becoming more like the country that they originally came from. That's not just true of Haiti. It's true of Somalia. It's true of Italian Americans and Irish Americans and German Americans and Mexicans and Poles and every other group that has come to America in a significant numbers at any period of time.